रब्बि इश्रह ली सदरी व यस्सिर ली अमरी वहलुल उक़दतम मिन लिसानी यफ़क़हू क़ौली. So assalamu alaikum and a very good evening to all of you. So how are you all doing today? I hope you all are doing well, and alhamdulillah I'm doing great as well. So in this video we'll talk about inner peace. These days most of the people, they feel like there is something inside her that is happening wrong. They feel restless. They are not able to take a proper sleep. So what's the reason behind it? Why it's happening with us? So there are some sort of reason behind it. Just because of that we feel restless. We have lack of inner peace. So I'm gonna give you some, reason behind it, why it's happening with us. So the first reason is that tawakkul. We don't have tawakkul on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Whenever we are tested, we start complaining. We start crying and screaming. We start saying that why it's happened with me? What's wrong have I done to someone? So instead of saying all these negative words, if you start knowing what's the reason behind it, you won't feel restless. You will never feel restless. Because we never try to know that every problem comes in our life to make us, not to break us. And if we are tested, it means we should feel gratitude, because if we are tested, it means we are capable to bear that pain. Just because we are tested. And when you get over that pain, it will definitely make you a better person. It will make you a very different person. But we don't have trust on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We just say that we have trust, but in actual we don't have. If we had, we would never complain about these things. Right? Suppose let's take the examples of our mother, like you're going anywhere and your mother is driving and you're not aware exactly where you're going. So at that point of time, will you feel unsafe? Will you call the police? Will you call your relatives or family members? No, because you strongly believe on mother. So when we believe so much blind beliefs on our mothers, then how can we complain to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? As we all know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves us more than 70 mothers, then why do we complain? Right? So instead of complaining, we should appreciate whatever we have. But we don't do these things. And I strongly believe on one ayat, that is, Hasbunallahu wa ni'mal wakil, wa ni'mal mawla, wa ni'mal nasir. It means Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is good enough for me. I don't need to worry about anything, because He is the biggest protector. So if you start, believing on these things, nothing can hurt you. You can never feel restless. So number 2 reason is that forgiveness. We don't know how to forgive the people. Whenever anyone make allegations on us, whenever anyone is backbiting us, whenever anyone is using bad word about us, we pick up that heart, we pick up that arrow in our heart, and we just start pressing that pain in our heart. We tend to do these things. It's a human tendency. So instead of pushing that arrow in our heart, just pick up that arrow and throw it outside, because that is harming you. And just pray for that person who is doing these things, because they are in pain. If anyone is using bad word for you, if anyone is making allegations on you, it means they are in pain. They can see their failure in your success. They feel that you are better than that person. And just because of that, they are hating you. Hating to someone is not easy. It's quite exhaustive. Just pray about these kinds of person. Right? Number 3 reason is that we don't love ourselves. We don't even try to know who we are from inside. We don't even try to ask the question with ourselves, that what is the purpose of our life. And just because of that, we don't feel satisfied with ourselves. So if you start questioning with yourself, you will get the answer. You will get the solution of every problem. Right? So I'm saying, love yourself, but never fall in love with yourself. Because when you fall in love with yourself, you can never see the flaws. You will never be able to try to make yourself a better person. Right? So just love yourself. Never fall in love with yourself. And one more thing is that when you feel that you are in pain, you are suffering a pain, don't share with anyone. Because what we do is that when we are in pain, instead of sharing with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we start sharing to others people. Whether we all know that 80% of people, they don't care that you have pain, and 20% of people, they feel happy that you have pain, right? And how can you feel that? How can you feel, inner peace from inside? How can you get contentment? How can we feel like, right, that you are, the things you are suffering from, is it, worthless? Is it worthy or not? Right? So instead of taking all these kinds of burden on yourself, just let it be. Just let it be. Number 4 reason is that you have to liberate yourself from negative and toxic people, because they will always come in your life to break you. So if that person who is harming you, who is like using bad word about anyone, and if you are there, just ask help to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you are asking help to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if you say, Ya Allah, please save me, Allah will open the door. Allah will save you, and you won't backbite to others. So always feel, whenever you are thinking that you are about to backbite to others, just ask for help to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You don't have to do this thing. Whether people are doing less, just let them do. You just do your work. So if you start applying all these kinds of things in your day-to-day life, it will definitely help you to become a better person. You won't feel restless. You will feel happy from inside, because you will be satisfied from yourself. So I hope this video helped you.